Hey Oliver, thanks for coming today.
Hi, In2up. Thanks for having me.
You've been the youngest winner of EPTA trophy. You received it when you were 7 years old. Could you tell us a bit more about it?
It was a competition I played in Hastings in the UK, and the judges were very kind to give me this award, which meant a lot as a 7-year-old. And it means that stands for Europe's most promising pianist or something like that. But anyway, it was a wonderful award.
And you reclaimed the title the following year.
I did, yes.
Could you tell us a bit about yourself, your background, what did you do before, what you studied, and what you're doing right now?
Well, I write music, I perform music, I produce music, and I work with. I do as much time and work with charity as well as possible. And I started very young as a musician, and I've been playing concerts since quite a young age, and been grateful to have the opportunity to share music with others and employ the beneficial influence of music and bring happiness to other people. So um, it's been a wonderful experience so far in my life to have the opportunities to play in great venues and play in great places around the world, and to share my music and to collaborate and to, wherever possible, tie this in with philanthropy and uh, any anything that's new as well, any exciting new projects that involves younger generations. So I'm sort of very lucky to be able to do these things and explore in music and the arts and the creative industry overall.
They call you Young Mozart.
Oh,
Um,
gee.
when did they start calling you Young Mozart?
I don't know. Everyone calls me a young something. They call me the Fresh Prince as well, you know.
All right. They call you Little Prince too. Do you dream a lot?
They they do that in Moscow when I go there. I don't know why. I find it quite. I don't know. It's like, oh, stop calling me that, please. You know. Anyway, it's all right, I suppose.
Speaking about Moscow, you received a medal by Russian Parliament. Could you tell us a bit more about it?
Well, I was in Bryansk playing a concert, and a lady came on stage. She was the mayor of Bryansk, and she presented me with this medal and said something in Russian. I didn't understand all of it, although I speak Russian. But everyone was so lovely and nice, and I got a warm reception from the audience. And then I began to realize it was some sort of honorary medal. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience, and it just shows how uh, beautiful and warm the Russian people are, and also it's great to uh, have people appreciate, I suppose, work in the charity sector and in the music industry, and have them being combined, and to let people know about this is fantastic.
Where do you spend most of your time, in the UK or elsewhere?
I spend most of my time in the UK, in London, and when I can, I go back home to my seaside home, where my mom and dad are, and my dogs, and my cat. And I like swimming and sailing.
How often do you perform in Russia?
I go there quite often now. Ever since I started Siberian Appeal, I've been visiting more regularly and performing in places like St. Petersburg, Moscow, Barnaul, Omsk, Bryansk, Kursk, Zheleznogorsk, so on and so on. So I've been to quite a few places and a few journeys. I've been to Siberia several times. So I go there quite frequently nowadays.
Recently, you've been filmed by BBC performing Gershwin's Rhapsody, right?
Yes, they came and filmed me perform at Lang Lang's this year's Lang Lang Masterclass in the UK, and it's a series called Imagine, which is going to be premiered in 2013. Basically, they follow Lang Lang round the world, and we had the honor, me and another fantastic pianist from the college, we had the honor of doing a duo of the Rhapsody in Blue, which the BBC shall be showing at 9 p.m. on BBC One, I believe. This is in 2013, so that was good fun.
That's quite soon.
Yeah,
You've been also singing and writing and co-producing songs, right? For
yes.
Brit Award. Could you tell us a bit about it?
Well, it's a relatively new venture for me, but I've and I can't actually list some names that I've been producing for at the moment, but because they're still in the works. But I have a passion for all genres of music. For me, music is I don't like to segregate things between classical and pop or other genres. I like to think of it as good music or it's not. So I do a lot of songwriting and producing and work with really fantastic people from all over the world who do things a bit differently as well. So I'm looking for sort of creative individuals who've got that sort of individuality to them. And yes, working on a variety of different artists, up and coming artists, established artists. So for me, it's a great thing to be able to combine both the classical and the pop side in many ways.
So if you don't play music, I presume you listen to music yourself. So you have any favorite bands?
I have many favorite bands, many favorite artists.
Really, some of them?
To be honest, U2 are my favorite band. I think they're fantastic live performers, and there's a magic about U2 which no one else has, in my opinion. Also, I love people like Aerosmith and AC/DC and Green Day and Rage Against the Machines slash Audio Slave, Maroon 5. So sort of a mixture, but I definitely learn a lot. I think from their energy and their style of performance in stadiums, and the sort of spark they have. I think it's very beneficial to bring that to classical side of music as well nowadays.
Do you play any other instruments apart from piano?
I sort of play the guitar, but that's about it, really. I mean, I can bang around on the drums as well, but no. Basically, it's the piano that's taken me, and I've taken it.
We know that you perform solo and with orchestras as well. Which way you enjoy more?
I like both. They're both different experiences. Performing solo, you have the freedom to really do what you want. Perform with the orchestra, you have a freedom to uh, to collaborate and to I think explore different styles of performance, and especially if the younger generation musicians are present, you're always met with enthusiasm and great energy. So performing with the orchestra is fantastic, and always to work under a great conductor is also something that brings things together. So they're very different, but uh, they both have good points and benefits.
How often you play music? Is it sort of 24/7 routine, or you have a break for the weekends?
I practice as much as I can. So whenever I can, I do it. So it's pretty much constant, which is maybe not healthy, but I try to balance things. But nowadays it's when you have the time to do it, you do it.
What's your sort of daily routine? Do you wake up in the morning and start playing immediately till late in the evening, or how you normally do this?
My daily routine varies, but generally speaking, I like to be able to eat and sleep and fit everything in. So it's quite simple.
You stay in home to practice back home, or you normally go to studio or some other place?
Various places, but normally I head over to the Royal College of Music and try and find a room to practice. The other day I found Ashkenazi practicing there as well, so I'm not the only one that goes there to practice.
Let's talk a little bit about Siberian Appeal. It's a fund of yours that you founded some time ago. What does it do, and what's its plans for the future?
Well, Siberian Appeal raises funds and awareness primarily to purchase equipment for a hospital in Barnaul in Siberia. Because I visited the hospital back in 2008 and thought that I could make a difference in some ways, because I'd done previous charity work, and I know that giving concerts is a good way to raise money and awareness. So I started Siberian Appeal initially as a Facebook group, which grew recently into a British registered charity, and currently we have quite a few fundraising events, slowly growing. We're still starting up, and we've in the past few years developed industry contacts to help us source equipment, to help us with delivery. And I remember meeting people from the Gorbachev Foundation, which are a fantastic charity that work for hospitals in and around Moscow and St. Petersburg. And just recently I was in Moscow and I visited the Podari Zhizin Hospital, which translates in English as Gift of Life, and talked to them about bringing assistance to Siberia, because if you look at all the Russian healthcare charities or semi-Russian healthcare charities, they mainly focus on Moscow and St. Petersburg, in and around there, for research centers, for treatment, for hospitals, and there's pretty much no major help going out to far out Siberia. For example, Barnaul, where Siberian Appeal works. So it's taken a while to establish our aim, and our plans for the future are to keep growing and to attract a larger donor audience, and to have more events, looking for sponsors to hold events here in London and around the world. For the purpose of raising funds to purchase equipment, they need breathing monitors and incubators, and some are quite serious pieces of equipment which require a lot of money. Some are more basic. So basically our plans for the future are looking for sponsors and looking for partners to go ahead and implement our strategy, really.
Speaking about sponsors and partners, are you looking for some particular types of companies or individuals for these matters?
Whoever can help, really. In the end, Siberian Appeal is made up of a group of individuals who are knowledgeable in particular areas and have come from all over the world. And whoever has been able to help, I mean, even if it's a little bit of help, if it's just raising awareness, or to the people who've sort of made our path to make way for better equipment and a better hospital and better treatment. It doesn't matter. It's just looking for the right kind of people, the right kind of environment, and as soon as possible as well, because things take time, of course, and we're always looking for individuals or organizations who can assist at the current moment in any way possible.
Being busy yourself with all your performances and practice as well, how you manage to dedicate some time to Siberian Appeal? How do you find the time?
Well, I mean, time. You have what you have, and I've managed to do it, thankfully. In the end of the day, I travel everywhere with my laptop and my phone, so I'm always connected, and I'm always talking to the team at Siberian Appeal. So it's not just me working, of course. It's the other fantastic people there, and I managed to fit it in. And I think there are many people out there who are multitasking like this. They have perhaps their daily jobs or their passions, but people manage to fit things together. I mean, otherwise I think life would be a little bit uninteresting, and secondly, there's a lot to be achieved, and I think people can achieve it if they just focus on doing all the things together.
Oliver, how can other people who want to help, can help to Siberian Appeal?
Oh, well, they can log on to the website, and if they want to make a donation, we're just about to launch our new online donation platform, which is called Just Giving, which is a fantastic way to raise funds, and that's just about to go live. Also, if you're looking at donating larger amounts, to suggest that just make the transfer to the Siberian Appeal bank account, and all the details on the website. If you have any questions, just email info@siberianappeal.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, all the usual. And also we have video testimonials, which is sort of people around the world who have shown their support for Siberian Appeal, because as a charity we emphasize the social aspect of things, and we want to bring bring together people from an international community to make a difference. And so we have all these great messages from people around the world, so you can submit those online. And also, in the end of the day, we are a very upbeat charity, and we like to think global and act local. So any events that you can do in your area to make a difference is perhaps the best thing you could do for Siberian Appeal. So you could have a fundraiser, you could do a little auction, or you can just get people together in your community to let them know about Siberian Appeal and the work we do.
If you guys want to know more about Oliver Poole or Siberian Appeal, please do check all the links below this video. So now it's table tennis question time. The first question, Steve Jobs or Bill Gates?
That's a really hard one. I can't choose. Both are great.
Beatles or Rolling Stones?
Look, this is tricky. The Beatles, I suppose.
Going to a party or staying home?
Going to a party.
Fruits and vegetables or fast food?
Both.
McDonald's or Burger King?
Gosh. This is tricky. I'm going to say McDonald's just because of their McShakes, but that's pretty much it.
British cuisine, Russian cuisine, or some other?
British cuisine.
Gordon Brown, the greatest prime minister or just great prime minister?
A good prime minister.
Egg or chicken, what came first?
Chicken came from outer space.
God believer or atheist?
God believer.
Great, that was Oliver Poole. Thanks for watching us, guys.
This is Oliver Poole for In2up.